Bruh, I just got back from weighted vest, incline walking on the treadmill. I did the 12-3-30, so 12 incline, 3 spade for 30 minutes. But actually after the 10 minutes, I went up to 3.1 because I wanted to get my heart rate up a little bit more. I have not filmed in a second. I don't know, I've just been pooped. And I felt inspired today. Wanted to talk to you guys again, wanted to create again, so we're back. Got some creatine lemon water. It's currently 8:06. I woke up this morning and I woke up at like 6 when Jordan was leaving for work without an alarm because Kaiba was being a demon and scratching at the door. Ooh, lemony. We got some masa, blue corn masa flour at the store the other day and I've never made homemade tortillas. So I'm excited to do that. But first I need to shower and take off this vest. This shit is 20 pounds, which I think I've said this before. You don't think like about this vest specifically. I don't think of 20 pounds and be like, oh, that's so heavy, like, or oh, that's so much weight. But like when it is strapped to your body, that's a lot of weight. Whew, it just makes you think like damn, like even like losing 20 pounds, you're like that's a lot of weight to lose, but it's also not that much, you know, compared to like if I think, oh, that's a lot of weight to lose, I'm thinking like 50 pounds, you know, but 20 pounds, that strapped to your body makes a huge difference. So, all right, and just like that, I'm all clean, all showered. So we're gonna make some breakfast. All I've had today was 2 coffees, one just with milk, one with some milk and this pumpkin sauce I've really been liking. I feel like it's been a freaking minute since I've talked to you guys, so I don't even know what I've shared with you about my life the past couple months, but this I've been loving. Hollander pumpkin pie sauce. It is so good. I got like, I shared a short about that. Like I got a pumpkin spice like coffee from Starbucks to like launch off the fall season, the day that they launched fall. And it was good and it really, like it was delicious actually. No qualms with it at all, but I go to this coffee shop close to me called Merfolk that they use this pumpkin pie sauce and theirs is the best one I've had ever. It literally tastes like actually pumpkin pie. It's so good and it's a little bit cleaner ingredients than a lot of the pumpkin sauces. So I bought this on Amazon. It's so good, so good. This in like a drip coffee with a little milk has like strong coffee flavor because sometimes the pumpkin spice latte can just be like too much, but highly recommend. So I had that this morning, but now that I worked out, I'm pretty hungry. So ready for some actual food. We got this guy, Maseca Azul, question mark. But it only has 2 ingredients. It's just corn treated with hydrated lime. So sounds pretty cool. How do I store this once I open it? Per 2 cups of this, which will make 16 tortillas. That's a lot. So, all right, let's do the math. What's 2 cups divided by 16? Hey Siri, I believe it's 2 tablespoons. Okay, it was 16 tablespoons. So 1 cup is 16 tablespoons. So that means 2 cups, 32 tablespoons. That means for 1 tortilla, I'm gonna need 2 tablespoons of this guy. So we're gonna do 4 tablespoons because I want to do 2 tortillas, and each 2 tablespoon serving needs 1.14 tablespoon water, so 2.25 tablespoons of water. Let's mix it. So I'm gonna need a cutting board because I'm gonna do onions and stuff. Boom. And then I was gonna do the big guy, but let's actually do the smaller guy. Boom. And then we'll turn that on medium. Open up our corn flour. This is so cool. I've literally never done this. Oh. Any of you watching that, like your family makes your own corn tortillas all the time, you're probably like, okay, white girl. But my mom, fun fact, actually, my mom was really into making homemade stuff when I was growing up. So she made a lot of homemade things, including flour tortillas, but I've never made masa tortillas. So I'm very excited for that. Here we go, our little bowl. All right, for those of you who don't know, a 1/4 cup is also equal to, this is a quarter, right? This is 1/8, what the hell? A 1/4 cup is also equal to, say it with me, 4 tablespoons. So there's 1 2 tablespoon serving, 1 2 tablespoon serving, 2 tablespoons of water, 1/2 tablespoon water. Okay, mixing her up, becoming a dough. I'm feeling like I should add salt because there's no salt in here and that seems crazy. A little salt, boom, hell yeah. I am so excited, oh my gosh. These are gonna be so good. So it's saying we need 2 sheets of plastic wrap to roll them in between, or to flatten them out rather. So we're gonna do that. Let me know also if you guys have made masa tortillas before. Can you use like wax paper instead? I imagine you can. Blue corn masa. It's actually very purpley, very pretty. Oh my god. These are very small tortillas. Look at this. I mean, it's not thin enough yet, but that's not big. All right, all right. Now, I'm going to use the water bottle to roll it out. These are also gonna be some weird ass shapes. Okay, I feel like that's thin enough. Here's the shape we got. Now, what the hell? Okay, it's gonna have to work though because she is very thin also. All right, all right. Now, I'm just gonna like put a little bit of oil because I imagine that's good. I have this leftover oil. We've made fries, so we're still going through this. Didn't want to waste it. It's avocado oil, very expensive. Okay, and then I guess you just like heat it pretty self-explanatorily until it's done. This tortilla is already falling apart. How thin do you guys make them? Let me give you reference for how thin I made it. Is that way too thin? We're actually just gonna start over. Get off. Start here. Put the plastic wrap on it. Other side. Just kidding. All right. Boom. Now, first I'm actually gonna do this a little different. I'm gonna try and make it a round shape in the beginning. Now, I'm gonna be a lot gentler with the roll. These are like street taco size. That looks to be more like the thickness we're talking about. Look at that. Yeah. Ooh, she sounds crispy. All right, now I know for future reference. Reason I'm confused though is because the package said 1/4 cup is 110 calories, which is the same calories as 2 corn tortillas from the store. So I was like, oh, perfect. Like that is gonna be about the same amount as 2 corn tortillas from the store. But I guess those have like binders or something that make it easier to roll them thinner. Or maybe I'm just like not getting it. I'm like locked in. This one's actually turning out to be like more like store size. Okay, I get it, I get it. Okay, I think I need to flip that. Yes, this one's much better. Look at that. Boom, that's like the perfect thickness, I think, and a good size. Hell yeah, okay, cool. In the meantime, let me rinse this bowl and we're gonna mix up some eggs. My battery's about to die, but I wanted to show you. Boom! Okay, so verdict on these. I don't know if I cooked them too long or what. They're like crunchy, which is really good, but not super malleable. I mean, I guess it's pretty malleable. And then I got pickled red onions that I made homemade, 3 eggs, and like probably a serving of egg whites. This leftover cucumber salad that I made. It's got sheep's milk feta, which I learned recently that all feta is supposed to be sheep's milk, like traditionally, but a lot of it in America is made with like cow's milk now, just because it's more widely available and cheaper. So sheep's milk feta, Armenian cucumbers, which are like these big cucumbers that are actually in the melon family that my mom grew, and my sister recently came for ACL, brought them for me. So it was feta, cucumbers, those same pickled red onions I put with the eggs, some jalapeno and garlic stuffed olives, olive oil, red wine vinegar, salt, pepper, chili flakes. Yeah. Oh, and fresh garlic, very garlicky. So I'm eating a little bowl of that, eggs, tortilla, onions, banana, finishing my water. It's gonna be my breakfast. But I wanted to, on camera, do a little tortilla try. Honestly, this is kind of a fail. This like can't really, okay, so I was gonna say, do you guys have any tricks for making these softer? Because it was super like crunchy and hard right after the skillet. But now that it's sat for a second, it's way more malleable. Same with this one. So let's actually use a little one and make a little baby taco. De taco. Boom. Okay, let's try it. Wow, that tortilla is so soft, but also sturdy. I would say this is a wild success. Right off the griddle, they kind of taste like grits, which like makes sense because grits are just cornmeal basically. I definitely grew up on grits, like scrambled eggs and grits. Very southern breakfast. These are some good ass tacos. I could use this and make like a big one and do like a quesadilla. That would be so good. Hello, I have returned. Did a couple things, it's been a couple hours. It's now 12:22, it was about like 9 when I last spoke to you. Went to the coffee shop, Merfolk, got an iced Americano with some milk in it, and then read for a little bit, and then went to the grocery store. So I just got a small grocery trip. We're going to Japan at the end of this month. I am so freaking excited, and obviously there's gonna be lots of content around that. I'm gonna be filming a lot of stuff, but I'm not gonna edit it while I'm there. I will be fully immersed, but I will edit it when I get back because I want to have like documentation of that. I want to share that with you guys. I think it's gonna be such a cool time. We're gonna be there for 8 days, so super excited. But in the meantime, it's the 7th and it's at the end of this month, so we're not trying to do big grocery trips. So I went to HEB, got a little grocery restock. First thing, this might seem like a lot of soda to you, but we go through it pretty slowly. Honestly, we only have like, we each have probably like one a day. Some days not even once, but I don't think it's all that bad for you, diet soda. You can say it is and go ahead and comment that. It's falling on deaf ears, so you're wasting your time. So this one, HEB Original Diet Cola, caffeine free. This is the gold one, is the caffeine free. We really like it. That way you can have it with dinner, no issues, blah, blah, blah. Boom. Second one I got, that's like a go-to, that's Jordan's favorite. This one is my favorite, the zero sugar root beer. This is so good, like so good. And the HEB brand is great because the flavor is really good and they're $5 a pop. And then I wanted to try a new one, so I just got Citrus Breeze. It's like a Fresca knockoff. And yeah, that's what we got. Again, if you don't want to drink diet soda, don't drink diet soda. I want to drink it. So next, I got 2 types of grapes. We got green grapes and red grapes because all we have right now is apples and like a couple of bananas, so wanted a different type of fruit, and those looked really crispy. Green leaf lettuce. I love this lettuce. It's my new favorite. I don't really like romaine as much anymore. This is like if romaine and butter lettuce had a baby. It's super nice and it's super cheap, and I can just buy one head at a time in like the loose vegetables section of the grocery store, so I really like it. And this is a good way to use up a bunch of veggies, is like if I make a salad, and that's the base. Boom. 7 little teeny tiny avocados, because I love avocados. I'll eat half at least with every meal if I can. So boom, avocados. I got one black one that was like ripe already, and the rest are green. Bunch of cilantro because I'm gonna be making tacos tonight. Very excited. I also got 3 poblanos because I'm gonna be using these. I'm gonna put them in the broil, or under the broil in the oven, to get as close to like a flame broil as possible, and then from there I'm gonna blend them with some avocado oil and make this like doña salsa. So very excited. That's gonna go on the tacos, and I think I'm gonna use a little bit to like cook the meat with as well. Got 7 little limes. I've decided I think limes are a lot better to have on hand than lemons because I like having lemon in my water, but I also don't mind if it's lime, and limes are better for using like in savory recipes. A lot more recipes call for lime than lemon. So 7 limes for purposes unknown. La Colombe cold brew. I've been making little like cold foam cold brews at home. I have been using the Stoke one, the espresso blend. Well, I tried the light blend actually, and it was too light. It was like giving like iced tea almost. But Soph Mosca, I follow her on YouTube, and she likes this one. So, and she's like the cold brew queen. 2 containers of Breakstone's cottage cheese. The cottage cheese girls are out of control. I include myself in that, but like holy shit, every single time I go to the grocery store, the cottage cheese section is almost completely sold out. It's insane. Little things of deli meat from like the deli section. These are mesquite smoked turkey breast. I think this is the same. Yeah. And this one is 0.6 of a pound. This is 0.6 of a pound. So a little over a pound of turkey breast sliced. I like those because they're a lot less ingredients than the ones that are like shelf stable ones that are just in the fridge section. Jordan will have seen this after I already gave this to him, so I can share it with you. A concha. He says he likes the pink ones the best, even though I believe no conchas are different flavors, like at the grocery store at least, unless you get the chocolate one. But like the yellow, pink, vanilla, like the white one. I believe they're all the same flavor, at least that's what I've been told, but he just likes the pink one the best because it's cute. But they were out of the pink one, so I got him a yellow concha. But every time we go to the grocery store together, he is always like, oh, should I get one? Kind of craving one. And then last time I was like, yeah, I'm like, get one. And they were out of the singles and he didn't want to buy like 4 of them. So I got him one. That'll be a little treat when he gets home. Pasture raised eggs, 12 count, no, 18 count. This G. Hughes honey barbecue sauce, I've heard a lot of people say it's really good, award winning, but I mean, you can put that on anything. But we'll try it. I've heard a lot of the YouTubers that follow say it's good. More Lily's semi-sweet chocolate chips because we were out. Some smoked paprika because I low-key have learned that I am a regular paprika hater. It just tastes like dusty to me. I do not fuck with it. Smoked paprika makes everything taste so good. Regular paprika, it adds color, but literally that's about it. Like, it just tastes like dust. Next, Watkins caramel extract. I tried their maple extract. I've been using it for like creamies to make in my like cold foam. And it's so good. So I was thinking this caramel extract in the cold foam I'm making for the cold brew would be really good. And then that allows you to use like stevia as a sweetener rather than using like a caramel syrup. But yeah, anyway, I got, this is the meat we're gonna be using for dinner. It's literally just extra lean beef stew meat. Very anonymous meat, but that's whatever, it's beef, I don't really care. It'll do the job, and I'm gonna use this to like season up. I'm gonna marinate it here in a couple minutes. Season her up, and then like I said, once it's done, kind of cook it with the donya as well, get a little bit of that infusion. And lastly, just some Boar's Head delicatessen mustard. This is so good. Favorite mustard I've tried besides the dill pickle mustard from Trader Joe's. That's also really good. But yeah, so also not like a ton of like food, more just like a bunch of like random shit. I'm gonna put all this away and then I'll probably marinate the meat with you, so see you in a second. I love how this video is just turning into me cooking with masa flour for the first time. Okay, so it's my turn to make dinner tonight. I was gonna do it tonight, but I have yoga class tonight. It smells so good. Okay, so instead of a late lunch, well, let's get this meat marinating first. Well, actually first what I wanna do is prep the cilantro because it will go bad so fast in the fridge if you don't prep it right. So let me show you what I do. I think I talked about this before in one of my videos, but I prep herbs. I do like a little aquadome kind of thing. So we've got our water. Actually, that might be a little bit too much water because you don't want to put so much that you just like rot the bottoms. Smells so fragrant. Look at her. Beautiful. This is the smallest bunch you can buy though. That's the thing, is like, unless you're using a lot of cilantro, this is gonna be like a lot to go through. So see how long the stems are? I'm just going to, probably gonna take off like an inch. And then I'll pour out like half this water. Okay, and then we're gonna stick these in. Tell me also in the comments if you guys have different ways you like to store your herbs. This works really well for me for cilantro and mint, and honestly, everything I've tried so far. Okay, cool. I just make sure it's all like evenly in there. See how it's only up to here, so it's not like rotting all the leaves. I feel like when it gets so high that the leaves are touching it, which there's a couple leaves touching it, but most of them no. When it gets so high that the leaves are touching it, it kind of rots them. But then I just put the bag over, boom, and then I close it off at the bottom. So just like when you're like grabbing the herbs, close it off. And then move that like tie to the side so you can set it down in your fridge. But this stays good for like at least a week, which is a lot to say for a fresh herb. And I feel like on longer than that, honestly. It starts to be like maybe not the best after a week, but it's still very usable. So that's gonna go in the fridge. And then I actually just grabbed these garlic cloves I've been buying, just like freshly peeled garlic cloves. I know it's kind of lazy, but like it's so much easier, like so much easier. And I forgot to wash my hands before handling the cilantro, but that's okay because it needs to be washed anyway. So I'm gonna wash my hands before handling the rest of this food. Let me do that. Okay, boom. And actually I'm gonna move you to my new cooking area that I discovered last video I made. I was like, why don't I film more things here? Because it was so much more open and easy to film. So let's move you over there. Got my apron on. If you don't cook with an apron, just do it. Like, it makes it so much easier to just throw down, get serious, and not worry about your clothes getting messed up. Boom! Does this not look professional or what? I feel like Roanne, what's her name? Nerdy Nummies, that girl. Roseanne, I think is her name. Okay, so stuff's coming over here. Okay, so to marinate the meat, I'm going to get a bag. I like using a bag because I can kind of massage the seasoning into the meat without having to touch the meat. Not that I'm like anti-touching meat, but it's just easy and nice. And also the bag's disposable, which I like personally because that way I'm not worried about like cross-contamination. Okay, so boom, meat going in. Easy as that. All right, so here is our meat. This is the extra lean beef stew meat I talked about. Switched my knives because I cut the meat open with that one. So I'm gonna put some lime juice in here. Some acidity will help like break down and tenderize the meat. I'm literally just telling you guys everything that I've learned through like YouTube chefs. So a little bit of acidity. And I'm not gonna add any oil into the marinade because we are trying to keep it lean. I bought extra lean for a reason. I'll use some oil when making the meat, but also the donia is gonna have oil in it and we just don't wanna go like crazy overboard. We're trying to make a little bit of a healthier recipe. Okay, these are the seasonings I'm gonna be putting. Crushed red pepper, black pepper, smoked paprika, salt, and a little bit of cumin. A little bit of cumin goes a long way. It's honestly not my favorite seasoning. No, I'm not gonna do cumin. I don't like it that much. I just feel like I'm burnt out on cumin because it's Jordan's favorite seasoning and he uses it a lot whenever he cooks usually. So I don't know. Not my favorite. Put a lot of chili flakes. A good amount of salt. A good amount of smoked paprika. And this is gonna give us that really nice, pretty red color. And then I'm gonna do probably like 4 cloves of this fresh garlic, just right on there. And I forgot this, actually a little bit of oregano. If you didn't know, which I didn't know, it's a big thing in a lot of Mexican dishes will have oregano in them. All right, I got my little garlic squeeze thing. This makes it so much easier. Like seriously, can't recommend this enough because dicing garlic is a bitch. And I feel like I can never get the pieces small enough. 2, 4. Okay, now I'm gonna just seal this boy up and give it a good massage. Okay, boom, and that can go in the fridge for the time it takes until I'm ready to cook it. Okay, next I'm gonna put the oven on broil, get that preheating so we can get those peppers in there, make the donia. Then I've got some other peppers. These are just little like baby bell peppers to make some fajita veg. What I'm gonna do is just slice them diagonally. I'll show you. These are just gonna get a little diagonal chop. And this is more just like because it's pretty than anything else. I'm just gonna use about half because I think this is a good amount. Plus, I still have the onion that I need to use. It will cook down a bit, obviously, but I don't want to use everything. And then I just got my white onion. White onions are so pungent. Like I feel like they're the most pungent of every type. And I'm just gonna cut them into these little, I cut the onion in half and then I'm cutting from there into rings and then the rings in half again. You'll see what I mean. So you should have little, about this size. This is like, boom. But yeah, mix those all together. I'll start them like relatively soon probably because I want them to cook down a good bit. I'm literally just gonna put the entire pepper in the oven. And then at the end, all I do is take out this stem and then seeds and all goes into it. Because the seeds of the poblano, it's very mild, so it's a good level of spice. Boom, those can go under the broil. But we're also gonna make homemade tortillas. Ooh, I'm overexposed. Homemade tortillas, so let's get out the masa flour again. Okay, so this time I really am gonna do the recipe. Those were really little tortillas and I just wanna like make enough for us to be able to eat. So 2 cups, 1, 2. We'll do a good bit of salt and then a cup and a quarter of water. 1 cup. Roughly a quarter cup. I got clean hands. I'm just gonna get in there. I think I put too much water on accident. Luckily this dough is fine to just have in the pantry or in the fridge to make tortillas with. Okay, here we go. This is more the consistency. I wasn't that far off. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. You just want it like where it's not sticking to you, sticking to itself. Maybe a tiny bit more. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna roll these into little balls. Well, first I'm actually gonna clean up and then I'll roll them into little balls. Okay, so we're back over here. I have my pan preheating. It's at medium heat. I'm gonna try the wax paper that I talked about earlier. I love how I like asked about it and then didn't wait for video comments to respond. But I'm gonna try this because I feel like it'll be easier to handle than cling wrap. And it's still like non-sticky. So I'll go to the side with the waxy side. Here's my dough. We're gonna make little balls, 3 or 4 tablespoon size. And I have a bigger pan, obviously, because my tortillas are gonna be bigger. And while this is happening, you cannot forget your poblanos are on very high heat, which are fine. We're looking until they have like black charred parts on the outside because that's the flavor. That's gonna make it good. I'm honestly really impressed with myself because I'm doing this all with no recipe, so slay. So supposedly this is 16 tortillas, but like I said, I think the tortillas they're talking about are really little baby tortillas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This made 10 tortillas for me, about this size of a ball. Now, we will take ball and we will roll ball. I'm gonna do, actually, this is, I do see why they do the cling wrap. It's definitely harder to see through the wax paper. So I feel like you can do this, but once maybe you have a better sense of what you're looking for, let's do it. I'm starting to smell those poblanos more. Woo! Yes, they're looking good. Okay, I've got the char on one side. I'm gonna flip them. This is looking perfect. I think I showed you guys earlier. Okay, I'm gonna put a little oil in the pan. The wax paper works great for anyone that was wondering. It didn't stick badly at all. Perfect thickness. All right. No sizzle. I guess it wasn't hot enough. That's all right. That was so anticlimactic. Okay, next tortilla. Poblanos. Yes, they're looking good. Let me get my blender down. Here we go. Take these boys out. Woo, juicy. Okay, literally all I do is just yank this up. Whatever comes out with that comes out. The rest goes in. And I'll do like 4 garlic cloves in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And some more of this oil. Roughly a tablespoon. Oh my gosh, looking so pro-fish. Move everything. Blend real quick. I just realized I forgot salt. Woo! A little bit of steam going on because it's hot. Oh my god, that smells so good. I'm gonna let it go till it is all homogeneous, one creamy texture. That is so good. It's genuinely so good. It is the perfect level of heat. If you like spicier, I could do a little bit more heat. I think like only a little bit, honestly. It's a good level. So maybe if I did 3 poblanos and like 1 jalapeno slightly de-seeded, I just wouldn't want it to be too hot, you know? But if you like spicy, you could do this fully with jalapenos. I know there's the stereotype. Oh, maybe that's it. Because I was just gonna say there's the stereotype of like Mexican moms just fucking flipping everything in the pot or in the pan with their hands. But maybe that's the key. Like if it's not easy enough to flip with your hand, then the tortilla is not ready. I don't know. I just got my little doña jar. Cute. This is not gonna be enough space probably, but that's okay because we'll use the rest for the meat. I'll like toss the meat in here. Waste not, want not. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna eat some of this busted tortilla with it. Let's see. Like, let me show you how busted this came out. There's one piece. What? Like, it literally came apart in so many different pieces. But, tortilla, doña. That's so good. Oh, I got some in my bowl. All right, this is the bigger, like, granddaddy tortilla size I was talking about. She's a little fucked up as far as shape, but it's bigger. Okay, I think you guys get it. I'm gonna turn the camera off because my memory card's gonna be like, what the hell are you doing, girl? All right, so I'm still working on my tortillas. I have about 2 more to do, but I'm gonna start working on 2 other things. Pico de gallo, sort of, and a guac. So, I want these bitches to be loaded. So we have this beefsteak tomato that was in the fridge from a burger night we did the other day, so I'm gonna use this up. Just gonna chop her real quick. And I wanna do these 2 things now so the flavors all kind of get time to marry. A little bit of white onion, which I'm gonna cut a little bit up of this for the guac as well. like all over the bowl, but the guac, boom. Oh my god, that's so good. Okay, clearly I made a mess. Let me clean up. Before I clean up, I am going to get these peppers on the heat. Get these guys sizzling. Got the spread. These are all my tortillas. This is a good chunk of tortillas. And like I said earlier, they get more malleable as they kind of just like set. Fajita veg I did, a little char on them, but still a good little bite and crunch. Our salsa, doña salsa. What does doña mean? Is doña like a type? I don't really know. I've just heard this referred to as doña. Pico, she's so pretty. Guac, and boom. And then obviously Zimi is cooking. I did a little bit smaller chunks. It's got the doña, all those seasonings I told you about. It looks really good. I'm gonna keep an eye on this though, because I don't want to overcook it since it is pretty lean. Okay, actually I literally pulled it right after I just took that clip. So here she is, the finished spread. This took me like freaking 2 hours, but it was worth it. I'm so excited. And we're gonna eat when Jordan gets here. Le tortilla. Also, I'm using Greek yogurt as sour cream and drinking one of those Fresca knockoffs.
I don't usually do raw tomato, but I'll try a little pico because I feel like that's part of the whole
vibe.
Yeah.
Closer.
Oh yeah. Oh! These are made to be eaten with your hands.
Oh bitch, this is gonna be
Very messy.
Look at that. That's a big taco. Oh, she's
that
making a
guac.
noodle. This shit's so bust. What are you rated out of 10?
10. Very good.
All right, we're gonna eat. Goodbye.
Goodbye.